Start the stream, then remember to turn on the lights, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's get these peasants out of the way, right? There be barons. There be levy. Alright. Hello. We're gonna work on these peasants today. We've got the spears and the bows. And let's see how far I can get with this. I mean, there's 16 models on the desk right now. Drove my levy to the Chevy. Yeah. Sedan, did you ever fix that computer issue you were having? Yeah, I figure there's, 16 dudes here. That should be a good start. We're gonna hit the points that I already did again with the Wasteland Clay. Start off that. Nice and simple. I need a lot more colors than I have on here already, but we'll get there. Changed out the GPU. That could do it. At least it's not the actual computer and it's just the art, right? Alright. But yeah, my goal for the day is if I can get, well, I mean, getting further along is great, one way or another, but if I can get all of these peasants done, that would be a nice point to be at. So, I don't know exactly how long I'm willing to put into each of these, but, you know. Spoiled peasants. They just want to be part of the crab rave. Because it is. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good week so far. Weekend was interesting. Changed it up a bit and did not actually go to the game store. It was okay. I did not. I completely didn't mess around with 40k during the weekend. I didn't even paint models for a few days. The shock, right? No, I found YouTube free movies to watch, and I ended up watching quite a few of them. Yeah, I felt like watching a movie, and they had that one, and then I just kept on going and watching more and more and more. So, I ended up watching 7 movies. It felt good. uh, so it all started with Conan the Barbarian. And then, let's see if I can remember them all. Um, from there, I watched Hawk the Slayer, which is not the same level of movie. Um, oh, where did I go from there? I won't be able to tell you in exact order, I don't think. But I also pick a number between 46 and 120. Come on. 69. Dan, come on. The old Arnie one. Um, I watched. Oh, there was Tank Girl. There was Beastmaster. Aeon Flux. Uh, I don't remember all of them. I don't know. Some of them went into the late night, and you know, you just keep on going. Oh, what was the other stuff? Yeah, kind of like the old cable days. Yep. Um. Oh, uh, Blazing Saddles. Is there another one? Yeah. Andygram for Mongo. Oh, there was another one, wasn't there? I think. Uh, well. There were several others that looked interesting, but I didn't watch them. And yeah, it felt good. It was just refreshing to just sit and watch some movies that I'd seen. I had seen all but one of those before. I'm trying to remember what the last one was. Oh. But yeah, it was just a nice time to sit there and enjoy movies. I don't do that as often as I used to, so just being able to sit down and watch stuff was nice. Yeah. Starship Troopers? Nice. Oh, trust me, this is just one of many game systems. But I wanted some medieval figurines for the games that don't actually require minis of a specific type. Like, you know, model agnostic games and stuff. So I thought this was a great way to get into it, learn a new game system, have some fun, and refresh some of my history because I know more general stuff from the Middle Ages and stuff, but not very much about Baron's Wars. So getting to research that and paint up some minis and have some fun, I figured they would work pretty well for Frostgrave and things like that in the future. Great Helm Supremacy. Yeah. Well, I do enjoy mail, so it made sense that I like this rough era. And right about when they start introducing more plate into things. So like the Baron that I have not actually painted the fabric of. Yep. Nice big helm. And pretty much all full, you know, Kappa Pi mail. So, pretty cool. Yeah, Frostgrave, and there's so many others. I could use them for, like, D&D, stuff like that. So, it was like, yep, I'm gonna get into the game, and I'm gonna start painting some Hup, so I can use them in pretty much anything. But having the starter box, the two-player starter for Baron's War be, you know, what, $130 MSRP? It was like, yeah, that's totally fine. Get those and bases and the rules and the dice, and go from there. Um, because what's another game? When you already have so many games, what's one more, right? Options. Welcome back. Alright. Do I want to add more of that color to more of these minis? For the moment, no. We've got plenty of other colors to go. Okay, we're gonna actually go through and do everyone's flesh with the medium flesh tone. Just for the sake of getting through them. I could do a bunch of different skin tones, but we're gonna start with the medium flesh tone and see if I want to highlight or shade from there, I guess. Oh yeah? Yeah, but even if you go with my skin tone is not the same as my family member's skin tone. Like it can work, but there should be some variation. But we're just gonna do this color on everything and then go from there. Maybe different wash on some of them. Because I'm not gonna worry about eyes. Oh no, did I just say that out loud? Some of them have beards and stuff, so I'll have to do that differently. Washes and contrasts, yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey, yep, yep. Like, honestly, I think this might be too... dark. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I have tons of Tyranids in the backlog. For the first half of the year, pretty much, I was doing Tyranid Tuesdays, but right now I'm trying to work through the Baron's War. But I will eventually get back to doing more Tyranids. I wonder if I shouldn't do this, and... yeah, you know what? Who's in the... Whoa, okay. No. I love my Tyranids. I don't need to work on Tyranids every single day. I like having the option to work on them whenever. I don't like the skin tone. It's too... Yes, what? Too olive? So I'm gonna add a little bit of the basic skin tone. And then I won't be able to match it going forward because it's about half and half, but it's not exactly half and half. Looking Mediterranean? Yeah. Wrong wrong area of that continent, right? So I'm gonna take this. Maybe no. Mustache! Welcome in. How goes Mustache? Why is this brush not working? Yeah. I don't know. Did Mustache do the 10 cool things? Wakefield this time. Yet another bring out your lead game. Okay, well, I'm guessing he might not have watched the video then, if he's been busy off going all over the place like Wakefield. Jeez. I'm guessing he probably hasn't seen it. The snips. Oh, nice. Yep, this brush is not working the right way. There's too much give to it nowadays. Not give, but not clean. Not giving me clean line. So new brush. Loads of photos to sort out and get done. Okay. All right. You enjoyed the video? That's good. Is trying to break in a new brush here. If you did that, I would challenge you more often. If you would like to post 10 cool things in your hobby room in the Discord, I'm willing to see them. Now that's probably detail that I don't need to add. Yeah, sounds like a bad idea. All right. This brush is like not hydrating or something. Yeah. Oh, and now I'm losing a... This brush is not the same as the other ones. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of get a feel for what the challenge is without watching it, but you should watch the video too. Yeah. I still think it's cool that old Big Mac challenged me to it, so makes sense. Had to pass it along. Yeah, I think this will be a better skin tone because once I do a wash over it, it'll, well, it's not super dark at this point, but it's not olive. Um, Skin looking? Yeah. I don't know why the paintbrush is not acting the way that the brush should. Working through it, you know? Tactical snoozing. Fair enough. Fair. Fair. Yeah. So putting skin tone down definitely helps a little bit. You know, I have a lot more of it to paint, but getting this down means I don't have to be as precise going forward on... Yeah, well, I can clean things up better than if I waited to do this part. Why the brush is not... Yes, you know, quality of the brush is kind of on the lower side. So they don't always produce the same results. I have a couple of colors set aside going forward. This unit, well, these two units. So I know that they can be a lot more colorful than, you know, anything else, but they have medium gray, green, brown, and medium olive go along with the wasteland clay. Yeah, we're going really vibrant colors here. But they are the peasant levy, and archers, and you know, they're the peasant side of it. So I could go more vibrant, but I don't know. I was also thinking I could use the Stratos blue for some of it, because this is blue retinue. Red retinue is going to have the pinkish Bordeaux red as one of its colors. So even though I'm going to do the belts to identify which retinue it is, yeah, I thought the Stratos blue would work pretty well. So, but these are the peasants, so I'm okay with a little bit of vibrance to them, but not overwhelming. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Nope, that is not. I'm willing to give them color, you know, decent color variation, but not vibrant color. Trying to go a little bit more on the muted side. Like that it's, you know, faded in the sun and stuff. So. But I'm also going to need to go through and do all of the sergeants and knights and the baron, and they'll all have more vibrant colors. Ah! That's cool. Dark World stuff. You got to meet Hector, the health and safety frog? Oh, that's cool. I love it. There should be a familiar face or two? Oh. Alright. That's cool. So many different... You have so many cool people around you. You can go see, and it's like... I don't know... Well, okay, that's not true. I know that there's... I have met another YouTuber. Actually, I've met a couple of them. Nice. No, I've met Norn Queen Kaya. And I've met several of the people at yeah, there's actually a couple of them. I have met you, yeah. Sedan, yeah. Definitely not miniatures, but I have met you, yep. And I have met person who did the logos for the channel. Also has a YouTube channel. But also not in the miniatures category. Cool. So yeah, even though I wouldn't say I know very many of the miniatures ones, I have met a couple. Wow. My name... Yep. My mind is going. Yay. Welcome in, Speedmark. Doing alright. Yes. It is a shot glass, and then the double-side sticky foam tape. And you get quite a few of them in a pack for not that much money. Sadly, I only own one of the old Mark I handles, and I'm not going to buy any of the other ones. If I ever find another one of these, I'll buy that. But when I'm painting what, 27 models at once. This is definitely the right way to do it. Because they're not going anywhere. That's on there. Yep. Exactly. I would be willing to buy more of the Mark 1s. But I don't like the look or the feel of the Mark 2 or 3 handles. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's great mustache. Look forward to seeing those.
That leaves a little weird, fella.
Me, sir?
All right.
Yes, speak to me.
I just said if you would care to order drinks.
Drinks! That was it! See what you miss if you don't stay alert?
If the lady and gentleman would care to take drinks before
Yeah,
dinner.
great!
And the universe will explode later for your pleasure.
Hey, what?
What sort of drinks do you serve here?
More tea. And then put the kettle back on, right? Yes, I do. Yeah, I don't have pill bottles sitting around, so that's not as likely for me. And I have a large dowel that I purchased for I had some dowel that I was going to cut down to make handles, and then I went, you know what? I have these. Let's just use those. Like, are they perfect? No. Are they inexpensive? Absolutely. No, I'm okay with that. I know there are different sizes and everything. I just I've also got like 45 of these, and it just works. So yep. They were probably like, "Where's the party? Were we invited?" Oh, oh, oh. I remember what the other the other movie was. It's another one that I had never seen before. Hell Comes to Frogtown. Yeah, but I remembered it. Yes. We were talking about YouTubers and we were talking about frogs, and I went, "Wait a minute. That's it." All right. All right. Yeah, this brush is not great. I've lost 4 hairs out of it already, and I've only been using it for 45 minutes. Yeah, that's not good. Um, yeah, I think I'm spending twice as long painting as I should because I'm fighting the brush. Could swap over to another one. Or I can just continue to go through all of these. You know what? Yep. We're gonna actually try this one. Come on. Let's try this new brush. Wow. It has a better spring to it. Has a little bit more give to the spring, I guess. Got better snap, but not as much firmness, I guess. Interesting. Are they on YouTube? I guess that's a thing that I need to check. So, I found out that the official Babylon 5 channel on YouTube has uploaded the first 8 episodes over the last 3 weeks. Free to watch. It looks like they might be doing one every 2 days, which would mean that episode 9 comes out tonight or tomorrow. Like, we don't have to wait a full week between episodes or, through a season break. We do have to not binge it? That seems interesting. So, hopefully that'll continue. Because I was looking for that recently, and it wasn't available, and now the first 8 episodes are. So that's pretty cool. Hmm. I got distracted. Anyway. Alright. We're getting there. Hey, Wall, how's it going? Trying out a new brush. It's just a round 2 gold Tacklon, but I just took it out of the package like 5-10 minutes ago, somewhere in that area. Trying to see how it works. How's the kitten? Been a nice day? Good. Oh. Cute. Yeah, it felt good to take a couple of days off from this project, and I feel good getting back into it now. Um, yeah. I mean, trying to get it all done by the, this time next month. I should be able to. But I might have to do a little bit more than just 2 streams a week to do so. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I still have to actually build the other... I still have to build the other 4 barricades, even. Both sequels look like they're on YouTube? Yeah. Okay. I'll have to look into it then. Yeah. Building up excitement for a project before going back? Yeah. I streamed 5 nights of working through this, and I went, I just finished Armageddon, so I needed to take a break and do some ships, and I think that was good. And now I'm back to this, and I don't know, might do some more ships or something else over the course of the next month, but it would be nice to get this done as well in the time for the summer of starters, since I did kind of start it during that, with that in mind, just because I did Armageddon starting the day before the official start of Summer of Starters. Oh. I wanted to do a second one. My luck, I'll finish it the day after, right? Maybe I just need to add more to the paint? I wonder how long until it'll actually start cooling down again, because I would like to go hiking. Lords of the Realm 2? Yeah, but that doesn't help me go hiking. Whoa. Sorry. There we go. I don't know. Let's try it. A 30-degree drops in a single day. Yeah. Sedan just suggested Lords of the Realm 2, so... I don't know, it's something different. I've listened to the other thing for, what, 6 or 8 playthroughs, so... Yeah, exactly. Might as well change it up a little bit, right? From 96? Interesting. Mm-hmm. Go from this to the Age of Empires soundtrack. $1268? Well, that's fairly close. Yep, I just got that all over the spear. I'm actually liking this brush. Tip might be a little bit too detailed for what I'm trying to do. Which is interesting. The orcs enjoy fighting anything, as long as they're giving a good fight. I don't know if that's getting along. They probably think they're getting along with them if they're fighting them, right? Angel of Death, hey! How's it going? How have you been? Oh, that sounds fun. I've been doing all right. I took the weekend off from going to the game store and ended up watching 7 movies instead. And I was just saying how it would be really nice if the temperature started dropping a little bit so I could go hiking again. Because I kind of miss that. I could use another hike in the future. But it's just been so hot. Yeah. Resin! How's it going? Alright. Yeah, the woods call me, but the sun threatens me. Yes, absolutely. Alright. So I got the skin tone down on all of these guys. So now, I think... I'm going to go through and do... I don't know, I think maybe 10 items of clothing in Stratus Blue. That sounds good. Why 10? I don't know. There's 16 guys, so... I don't plan on hitting every single one of them with it. But yeah, it's an interesting color. Uh, yep, definitely brush wants thinner paint. I can do that. That's a sad time, isn't it, Dan? Yeah, this is, for only having a skin tone and one part of a model painted so far, this is actually a nice blue. I like that blue. I am dropping frames. The trilogy or the original? Because if you're asking about the animated one, I like it. This is Baron's War. And it has a fairly simple rule set, but you get to build your models pretty much any way you want, and there's different levels of how good they are, and they have some different abilities and everything that work. Wait, huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. 39. I've played 3 games of 11th so far, and it's... I think it needs work. I'm willing to give it a couple of more months before I really try again. The 3 games I've played, 4 out of the 6 players have been not having fun. I have lost 2 out of the 3 games that I've played. Because they can just murder everyone? Just bulldoze right through everyone? I don't know. But no, out of the 3 games I've played, 4 out of the 6 players have not had a good time with the game. And that means that win or lose, someone's not having fun. That's rough. That's an interesting question. All right. Enjoy dinner, Sedan. So, my first game, I ended up losing. I had a lot of fun, but my opponent did not for quite a bit. But also playing Genestealer cults against my Tyranids. The second game was Orcs versus Custodes, and I didn't have a bunch of fun, and my opponent didn't have a lot of fun, and I was tabled turn 2. So that was the game. It went 2 rounds. That's not why I didn't enjoy the game, but neither of us had a fun match there. And then my third game was my Salamanders versus Thousand Suns, and my opponent did not have a good time with the game. There were a few things that happened during the game that it wasn't fun, and it took over an hour to set up the game, going between figuring out who had what detachments and stuff like that. So but yeah, that was a little bit of a disappointment. So yeah, 4 out of 6 in 3 games. Yeah, and it got called at the top of turn 3. So we spent an hour setting up a game that we played for an hour after. So I think that the setups and everything, it just takes too long for what the game is right now. I think if you don't have the exact right balance in your list, it can just be a massacre. I don't know. It seems like they're trying to make it more detachment based and not have options that work well against each other outside of that. Like, if you build a specific detachment, you need to go all in, or else it's too weak to handle some of the other options out there. So, I don't know. We'll see. Once a couple of codexes come out.
Yes, my
What
lord.
the?
What now? Let's get digging. Ho! All right,
Okay.
my lord. Yes, my lord. What now? Let's get digging. Whoa! Look out! Excellent. We'll enjoy this. Excellent. Leave it to us, sir. Excellent. We'll enjoy this. Excellent. Those damn fools. Digging for honor and glory. Digging for England. Digging for
Okay.
the throne. This is the weirdest shit I've ever done. Whoa! Dig, 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 digging. Whoa,
Okay.
Ho, whoa, ho! Let's get digging, my lord. Yes, my lord. What now? Lightning ready. Archers ready. Iceberg ready. Ah! Can I be excused?
Alright. That was... Hmm. Alright. Hmm. Trying to find the right... Ah. Okay. I wonder if that tab is going to crash now. Selfix! How are you today? Tab I have for music just stopped working. Won't load. Try that again. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Okay, let's right. That just doesn't want to load. Back to this one. Slow waking up. Yeah. There's some mornings that are like that for me. Um yeah, just going through trying to paint some of these. Giving the peasants some color, but not too vibrant. Yeah, it's been nice to get back to this project. It was nice having some time away from it, and glad to be back on it. Yeah, I need to get some medieval huts, you're right. I was looking at the Renedra outbuildings and medieval cottage, I think it was, or whatever. But shipping is a little bit extreme right now, and there aren't a whole lot of US sellers that show that they're in stock. So I've been looking at them. So maybe. If I can find a store that sells them, I will be looking into it. We'll say that much. Because medieval huts and stuff, they can be used in other time periods as well. 28 mil. They're like 156 scale? I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I want to scratch build right now. Um, I could probably do something simple, but I want something that's a little bit more durable, and honestly, plastic terrain is something I'd like to have for this time period. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just invent a shrink ray first. Yep. Mm-hmm. No, I've done scratch built terrain before. I just the amount of effort that goes into something like that can be quite a bit more than I'm thinking about putting into stuff right now. I also want to get all of this done by the end of summer. Kind of part of the Summer of Starters idea is get them all done. So if I do add anything to this, I plan on it being something that I can actually accomplish in that time period. Yeah, sure. If I can't get something in plastic, that's one of the reasons why I have considered getting a filament 3D printer. Uh, I haven't fully decided on that, but I have been giving it a serious consideration for a while. Need house. Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Chopper? let's do it. The fact that they have so many different colors available, just going through and painting different parts, part of the reason why it's taking so long. If I was just doing all similar color in every spot, definitely speed it along, but it would also not look as cool. It would be too consistent. Let's see. I think that's this spot of paint. Could add more if I want more blue, but go with another color. Alright. Oh, 6 of them got that. I could always do more of that. Let's do medium gray. Gray's gonna be weird. We're gonna do green brown. Iron Hands 30k Legionaries. Cool. One of these days I'll actually get back to my 30k project, but it's been put to the side because I don't really actually plan on playing 30k. I only know 3 or 4 people who have played it, and I don't know when they would actually play again. Makes it a little bit harder. You don't actually think you're going to get a game in. Yeah, those two colors, they're so different from each other. Oh. Yeah, I realized not too long ago that There are certain games that I collect minis more to just have cool models to paint, and others that I actually plan on actually getting games in with. I'm hoping that Baron's War will actually be one of the ones that I play. Um, Drop Fleet Commander is another that I plan on playing, and I don't actually know if I'll actually, yeah, actuallys. Uh, Not planning Infinity as far as games. I don't know anyone in the area that plays, and honestly, just gonna get them painted up because they're cool models. Same with the 3 Hordes armies I have for Warhammer, no, War Machine and Hordes. I do plan on finishing those models at some point, but likelihood of me playing Hordes in modern settings is kind of low. I think that's okay. I know those projects are there to have fun painting, and I don't need to worry about trying to keep track of rules or anything for them. Just painting them up because they're fun. Hmm. Then I do have the Necromunda. If that can actually start in the door nearer me, that would be fun. And I would be willing to work on those for that. Otherwise, I might just paint them. Build and paint them just for the fun of it. We'll see. I'm not in any hurry, but... putting together a gang would be fun. You got your daily coffee? Sweet. Yeah, I was saying how certain games I have models for that I'm probably not actually going to ever play the game, just not having a whole bunch of people around. So like I'll probably finish the Hordes armies that I own and probably don't plan on getting a game in the modern War Machine. And then, honestly, Infinity, I'm probably not going to get games in, so it's fun to just paint them, have them. And Necromunda, I'll wait until the store either starts something with it or obviously doesn't. And either way, I'll probably work on one of them, a gang up. But I don't need to rush into that at the moment. I'm in there frequently enough that if the interest starts, I'll know. It saves money on books, yes. Saves mental load as well if I don't plan on playing every one of the games that I have models for. I don't have to learn all of those rules. So... I could. I have, the two Escher boxes, not the weapon upgrades, but the, what is it, the Wild Maidens or whatever, and the normal Escher gang. So, I don't know, at some point I'll probably build them up to get them painted, but at the moment, you know, I have this, and Drop Fleet, and I want to get some more Marvel Crisis Protocol painted. So there's plenty of projects. No super rush to, force other people that aren't ready into it. But I'll keep an eye out on it at the game shop. Well, nearly one color and flesh on these guys. Like, these guys technically have helmet, or the padding. Same with that guy. These two need at least one color. Then technically these three have the coif, padded coif. But other than that, yeah, we're getting there. We're starting to build up on colors. Oh, sliders and Doritos. Sounds good. Well, I'm about to need another color. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do some green on these guys? Alright. Because I grabbed the medium olive. You asked why? I'm not gonna do green tights because I do have plans to do a Robin Hood band, and I do plan on doing a whole bunch of green on them. They were all going to have green tights. And I'd have to watch Robin Hood Men in Tights over again to get that color reference down, you know? But I haven't built the models yet for that. I wanted to get the red retinue and blue retinue done first. So white and gold. Everyone talking about getting food, and I'm like, yeah. I guess I got another 30 minutes. And I have to figure out what I'm gonna have. Alright. Yeah, let's do some green. Ooh, that is a green. Okay. This has a little bit more saturation than the others. Fine. Well, getting some colors down. That's the important part, right? Yeah, it's been nice to just sit here and paint. Hanging. Your iron hands absorb color. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why I'm feeling so tired tonight. Let's see. Well, we're getting close to having these guys all base coated. guess this is just one of those, because I'm working on 16 at once, it's taking longer. Hey, that's good news. Alright. So my goal here is I'm going to use the green that I have on the palette on however many models need it that I can get to it. And then when I run out of the green, everyone else that doesn't have, well, any area that doesn't have a color should end up being a, like, off-white linen color. Is the plan. So lighter than any of the other ones that I've already done. So I'm trying to get all of the, you know, I don't want too much of it being the same color. Like, these guys need something beyond what they have. Got some green on the staff. Here. Alright. with that in mind, I should definitely do something with these two. They don't have anything else. They're all good for that. They're good for that. Alright. Guess I need to do one of these shirts in green at least. For sure. How was the banana? Good. Oh. Yum. Probably gonna have another apple with whatever I end up doing for dinner. Might do some rice. I think we're getting beyond the halfway mark on these models. That's a good thing, right? Yeah. You know, the funny thing, if I had an army painter dip, I could almost do that over this and have a cool effect. But there's nowhere in the area that sells it. I looked. And I would have probably been better off priming in a lighter color if I were to do that. Archer is going to get green. Right. Light tone dip. If I were to see it at a place when I'm there, I would have to get it, and I'd have to try it. Just for the sake of trying it, you know? Really good for orcs. Fair enough. I know some people use like a poly shade instead of the army painter tip. You'd probably find that easier, but it's not quite the same thing. All right. I wonder what this color looks. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. All right, you. You are gonna find out what this medium gray, or yeah, this medium gray. mean, you can have more paints than you're going to use before they go bad. You could have more paints than you can have a rack for, storage for. But you can't have too many. So this is an interesting color. Doesn't have the warmth that I would expect. But at the same time, not bad. That's reasonable for a sun-bleached linen look, right? I'm almost thinking it's maybe a little bit too desaturated. It might need a little bit of warmth, but I could probably fix that with a wash. But I can also think on it. I don't know. I don't think it does, but the models are usable in so many other things that the models could be used in for solo play. I mean, these models can easily be in Frostgrave, right? So... I think I'm gonna have to consider this gray. Gonna see how it dries before I put it on any other models. Because I could just use, like, pale sand or something. Dead. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. That... I think pale sand might be a little bit too bright, but I think the medium gray is too dark. I don't know, maybe. Maybe that's right. We're gonna see how it dries. But it has been 3 hours, so I'm gonna go find some food. Yes. I'm gonna raid out and find food. But yeah. We're starting to get some colors down. They're not done, but they're starting to get there. Some of them even have 2 or 3 colors on them. But yeah. Getting there. I probably have another 6 hours just on these guys. But, you know, that's fine. Yeah. Progress is good. So, I hope everyone had a great time. I got some painting done. Yeah. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me. We're gonna continue painting these. I'm looking forward to it. But until the next time, I hope you find your bit of bliss. Night.